Hello. Hi. Can you all hear me? All being one spectator, two?
Right there. Anybody out there? Right.
Hello, hello, hello.
Creo que esa es la complejidad cuando lo que tiene este tipo de análisis.
Ahí se están viendo. Mientras se terminan de unir, terminamos revisando. Ya.
Ya, complejidad y el ruido de inclusión. No.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me well? Anyone here? Say yes. We have a live chat, so you can talk through there.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So we have the topic. Okay. Welcome, everyone. I'm very, very, very sorry about the technical issues once more. Sometimes YouTube is just not on our side. Sometimes we have problems, sometimes we do not. Very sorry for that again. And we even tried it from before, but technical issues happen. Well, just to remind you, my name is Andrea. I was in the last webinar with you guys. And here today we have Rafa. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Before he introduces himself, I need to explain to you that this webinar is for financial questions and things related to contract. So this time, no visa, not that, just financial issues that, or not issues, but just doubts that you may have. So I'll let Rafael introduce himself now.
Hi everyone, I'm Rafael. I'll be your account executive during the entire program. And I'll be basically in charge to follow you up your project. I'll be taking care of financial stuff. I'm not the financial executive, that's another person. Someone else will review all the documents once when you will have the financial meeting, expenses meeting. But I will be in that process as well. So welcome everyone.
So Rafa received some questions to his email about expenses and things like that, things that he will discuss right now. For example, the first question that he received to his email was, do we have to prove all expenses? What expenses can or cannot be approved?
Okay, so all the expenses that you will do during the program, you have to let your account executive know about it. With these expenses, I mean, if you are, for example, going to outsource someone, if you are planning to hire someone with your company, or if you're buying some product, you will do some acquisition. For smaller expenses, for example, if you're gonna buy a pen, of course, no need to let me know in advance because it's small expense. But all the important expenses related to your business, they have to be approved by me in advance.
All right. The second question that we got to our mail was the salaries of February and March will be received in full in April. And minimum coverage, I guess that was a typo. And here we have also an example. For a Skype account, for example.
Yes, you can include that expense in the grant. And regarding the salaries, you can claim salaries for February and March. So all the salaries that you can claim are for the entire duration of the program. Basically that.
About the air tickets, someone said we already bought round trips in the card. Is there some problem with that? How do we prove it?
This kind of expense is one of the only expenses that you can do in advance prior the arrival to Chile. But there's no problem with that expense. You can put it in the grant, but you have to present all the documents regarding to, for example, payment. You have to show us the itinerary, the boarding pass. Boarding pass is very important for this. So I suggest you to keep all the documents related to all the expenses you do before your arrival and in the problem. All the documents that support the expenses.
Oh, before we continue, some people have their mics on. Can you please turn them off because it can cause some interference with the communication. Yes, please everybody turn your mics off in mute. Everybody mute, I can check. So let me see, there's one here. Iliana, can you please mute your mic? And also, no, this is mute. All mute. This one. No, the rest are all mute, so we're all good to go. Let's continue. Here we have payments in Brazil. How do we pay suppliers in Brazil? Can we? Let's do this general, not only in Brazil.
You can pay anyone in your country or in another country out of Chile, but you have to ask for approval to your account executive before, and you have to present all the documents that we require for this.
Guys, can you hear us? See us? Everything? We got some messages that the quality is not that good. Now, better? It's fine for you? Okay, let's continue. All right, let's continue. Travel insurance, and this one is for me. Any recommendation or mandatory minimum coverage? No, we don't have any recommendation for you. What we require is that you have a travel insurance that can cover you while you're here in Chile. Because be careful with that, some insurances do not all over the world, so just make sure they cover you while you are in Chile. Also, minimum coverage, not really, just that covers you here for 7 months, okay? It has to be for minimum 7 months. Because even though the program has different duration, everything since you arrive until the end of the program, let's just do 7 months and let's not risk it, okay?
Also, you can include that expense in the grant.
Okay, those are pretty much the questions that we received to the email. So now you have time to ask more questions. Here we have one from Catalina. Can you talk about the tax regarding outsourced labor?
You mean taxes out of Chile?
Let's wait for Catalina until she. And guys, we're receiving the questions and they disappear. Can you repeat the last one, please? Someone was asking about round-trip tickets. Or if you can, it would be even better if you can just ask the questions in the live chat. guys? Can you listen? Okay, for example, if you hire someone from India to do development work, is there a tax on hiring someone outside of Chile?
Okay, so you can pay to someone out of Chile, but there are taxes involved if you do the payment directly to India. If you pay directly from your Chile to abroad, there are taxes involved that we will ask you to pay them, and that way that expense can be paid and accepted in financial terms.
Any other question, guys?
The round trip ticket is covered.
If we are to buy a platform to improve our services in Mexico, do we have to email our account executive to let him know that we get the platform?
Yeah, all expenses, let us know in advance. So you already bought the tickets in Argentina, and you have that invoice. You have it, keep it until the financial meeting. Yeah. So keep all the receipts, all the invoice, boletas, facturas, all about expenses you're doing now, the flight tickets. So keep them.
Keep everything, guys. Keep everything, because we will tell you, well, your account executive will tell you if you need it or not later on, but just keep all the papers. That's the best you can do right now. Okay. Any other questions? In case we do not use the insurance method for reimbursement, when do we get the grant? Just in the end of the program or in waves as we go?
So if you choose reimbursement option, you have to plan how many reimbursement financial meetings you want to have. But normally, should be between 4 and 6 financial meetings to get reimbursed.
Okay, we had another question regarding the salaries. About the salaries, can you repeat the question? It was something about, because the questions pop up and then they disappear. So can you repeat the question, please, about the salaries? It was, how can we apply for the salary and if taxes are included, if I'm not mistaken?
So, you can choose between either salary or housing. You have to choose one of those, not both. And in taxes, the total amount that will be cleared is 700,000 Chilean pesos for salary. Is that clear?
Okay, thank you for that.
Yes.
For some reason today it's working completely different compared to the other time.
Um,
Let's see. We're gonna ask you. We're trying to hire someone else next month.
You can outsource someone out of Chile, in Colombia. You can pay to anyone, but you have to follow all our rules. We will explain once you arrive. We'll do a financial workshop to explain you in general terms how this works. Let's.
Did you hear the last part, or should we repeat, Nicola Usala? Let us also see some questions. Okay, we will explain the salary thing again.
So you have to choose between or salary or housing, and both are the same amount, but you have to choose of one of them, and the amount is 700,000 Chilean pesos per month.
Okay, can you hear us now? Did you hear that? All good? Any other questions? I'm checking if you asked another question that we maybe skipped. Apparently. Okay, we have a question from Pablo. I need to buy an UX consulting service. Is it possible to contract right now the service and reimburse later in February?
We have to discuss that once the program starts, because I need to know more details about that, and there are some procedures that you have to follow. For example, some forms that you have to fill out first before I approve that expense. So that's a specific thing that we have to discuss after we start the program. And once we have the also milestone meeting where we set up all the aims for the program.
What kind of expenses can be reimbursed under the housing expenses budget? Rent related as housing, energy, communications, etc.
So for housing, you can include the utilities, common expenses, which are gas, electricity, water. Also, you can claim internet, and yeah, that's it. That's all those expenses are included in the 700.
Okay, guys. Any other questions? Valeria, we are planning to invest in our full website feature with a company based in Chile. Is there a maximum amount to be used for this purpose?
We will explain you these things in the financial workshop once you arrive, but I can tell you that if you go over a specific limit, we will ask you for quotes and proposals from different providers. So there is a limit.
For the plane tickets, this is Miguel. For the plane tickets, can we do a business stop, for example, Mexico, Colombia, Chile before arriving? Yeah, of course, arriving before February 13th.
Send me an email and we can discuss that by email or with a Skype call, because it's a specific thing. And I would like to know more details about that stuff.
Okay, anybody else? Any other question? No? Nothing? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, guys. Again, we're very sorry about what happened today. You know, technical issues, they happen. Again, we're sorry for that. Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the quality. It's just, it happens. If you have any other questions regarding, expenses, finance, contract, just get in touch with Rafael. His email is rafael@startup.org. If you have any questions regarding still visas, if you still have some questions, let me know. You can email admissions@startupchile.org or Andrea@startupchile.org. And wait, we do have some questions.
Regarding that, I know I owe you a few answers by email, but I will answer them back ASAP. So I have some pending emails, so I will try to answer them ASAP.
Okay. We have 2 last questions before we close. Sorry for that. Tiago, I still didn't understand or didn't hear if we will receive the grant just in the end if we don't use the insurance method.
If you don't take the insurance method, it means you are doing the option, the reimbursement option. So once we plan that financial meeting where you show us all expenses, after that, a few 2 weeks later of the meeting, you receive the grant. So each meeting you will be claiming, you will asking for reimbursement for say certain amount of money of the grant, and after that meeting is closed, give you the grant.
All right, last one. Enrique, can we cover tickets to attend Exponor? This is an event in Chile with mining industry.
We have to discuss that in details because I don't know where is it, I don't know how much it is, so let us send me an email with more details.
All right, guys, now it's time to finish this up. Again, remember, if we didn't answer your questions or if you couldn't listen to one of the answers, you can always email Rafael again. Yes, Valeria, you can send the questions by email. No problems with that. Okay?
I'll try to answer you back as soon as I can. Thiago's question is asking about it can be done like in 2 or 3 times along the programs. Yes, we can plan the reimbursements 2 or 3 times. It's possible, Thiago.
Thank you, guys. We're very excited to meet you in February, okay? So anything else to our emails?
And remember to let me know all the expenses or all that you're planning to do in the program.
Save all your papers, receipts, and everything. Don't forget that. Bye.